Welcome back to another episode of the Mythic Giraffe podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Ron. I'm watching.
Ron just dealt with a plumber.
Yeah. 2 days of plumber.
2 days?
Well, yeah, it came out Monday. Well, I called them Saturday.
Okay.
And I said, it's not an emergency. Because if you tell them it's an emergency, boy, oh boy.
It's like double time.
Right. So I said, it's not an emergency. My hot water heater's not working. I'm going to work. Yeah, it broke while I was at work. So I'm like, well, it's only affecting my wife right now. And so they said, okay, we'll have a guy out there Monday. He'll have everything to fix the water heater.
Oh.
I said, oh, that sounds great. So, and they were like, well, what kind of water heater is it? I said, well, you installed it, so you should probably know what kind of water heater it is. So he comes out. He's like, oh, I think there's a lot of sediment in the system, and it's built up around the thermostat. We could replace the thermostat for X amount of dollars, or for X amount of dollars more, we can replace the whole thing. It wasn't that much more X,
right,
to not make it worth it. He said, but
and
I don't
assuming the new one would be more energy efficient and
right. But he's like, I don't have the new water heater with me. I'm like, well, you were told what? I assume that if you're getting a water heater fixed that is like 10 years old, you're planning on replacing it, right?
Yeah.
They only last like 8 to 10 years.
Right. Or at least say, hey, I can run and get it in a half hour.
Right. Yeah, their shop is 5 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
It's not like I live in the middle of nowhere.
But they have to like call somebody, oh, yeah, Frank, we got to build another water heater.
Yeah, so they're like, oh, we'll have to come back. And of course they're like, we'll come back Wednesday. And that was, of course, a no-go. So then at the end of the day, we'll give you a 4-hour window.
Oh, my gosh.
Of course, they never show up at the beginning of the 4-hour window. They always show up at the, end of it.
Yeah, the last, 2/3 of it.
Yeah. It's like, come on, man. You're killing me here. Like, I busted my hump to get home, go to the gym, get all that knocked out before, so I'd be here for him. Because Sherry's got to work. She's working from home, but she's working.
Right.
So,
I'm sure the dogs were a ton of help with him.
Yeah, actually, they were pretty good. We lock them up in their bedroom, and they're fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they didn't even bark once.
Wow.
So he comes back in after everything's done and says, as I'm starting to log onto this, he says, oh, I got to take a picture of it. I'm like, okay.
Did you get in the picture and smile?
Yeah. Here's my ass. He just took a chunk out of my wallet, so.
Yeah. But now you have sweet, sweet hot water.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess you will.
Yeah, he said in about an hour.
Yeah.
I said when I bought the last one that I was not going to live in this house by the time the next one had to be put in. I was wrong. I'm still here. And now I can't afford to move, so I'm stuck.
All that because of a water heater.
Yeah. Well, and the air conditioner.
Well, think of the resale value you just added. I mean, it's got a new water heater. That doubles the resale value.
Yeah, that puts an extra $50 on it.
Is it cool? Does it have a lightning bolt on it or anything?
No.
Racing stripes.
I did get 10% off because it had a dent in it. He's like, it has a dent in it. It doesn't affect the warranty. It just has a cosmetic defect. I said, I don't care what my water heater looks like.
A cosmetic yeah. How many people are like, hey, glad you stopped by tonight. Hey, we got a new water heater. Want to take a look?
Come look at this water heater. I've dressed it up in costumes.
Yeah. Hey, bring your kids over. Have a picture with it. God, what the hell?
That's probably a thing that happened once, right?
Oh,
when water heaters were a brand new thing, people were like, can I see your water heater? Simpler times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm loving our stupid February weather.
Stupid March weather.
Whereas 60 the other day, and then yesterday it was cold and rainy and sleety, and today it was just dreary.
But it was 60 degrees with 30-mile-an-hour winds.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can't have enjoyable 60-degree weather.
Yeah.
As I tried to go for a walk And it was like, okay, I'm all right. And then I got to like the end of the neighborhood where the townhouses are, and it's like a wind tunnel. I was like, nope, I'm back.
Yeah. The way
Stupid wind.
my gym sits, because I park on the side when I go to the gym,
Yeah.
when I turn that corner, it's like I'm in a wind tunnel test.
Mm.
I find out how lack of aerodynamic I have because, oh my God, it's
But you're
insane.
still more aerodynamic than a Jeep.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
A brick is more aerodynamic than a Jeep.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I think the 4xe, the hybrid electric whatever Jeep, is kind of funny. It's like you're trying to make something that's not efficient. It's never going to be efficient.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
it's slightly more efficient than rolling a brick down the highway. Great.
Well, the good thing is Jeeps have such a smooth ride and they're comfortable. They're
Yeah.
quiet.
They're fun though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I love my Jeep, but yeah, you don't get a Jeep for fuel efficiency, comfort, road noise.
We're watching out for steering issues because they all have steering issues.
Oh, yeah. Eventually the wobble hits them all.
The wobble is the death wobble. It's bad. It's real bad in my Jeep right now.
Really?
Oh man. And we have tried everything to fix it.
Huh.
We've replaced the front end like 3 times.
Jeez.
People are like, oh, you just need to buy this, pro stabilizer bar. And we're like, put that in there and it don't do crap. So it's unfortunately it's a 20 years old Jeep. So
yeah.
I tell my wife all the time, like, it doesn't cost us anything, but we're not putting anything into it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What kills me is, you've got it like that and you get the wobble, but then you have these maniacs who put these giant tires and stuff and they're fine.
Yeah. Well, fine is a word.
Well,
I mean, they rip up their Jeeps hardcore, so they never last.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, acetate has done its damage to my Jeep.
Some rust.
There's some rust on it.
Yeah.
I showed the guy. He's like, "Yep, you took it to the beach once." I'm like, more than once, but yes,
once. You drove by a body of water one time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I got a fight with the maniacs at work this morning.
Why?
Well, one of the maniacs said that driving on the beach at Assateague doesn't destroy the beach, and it's dumb that the government is trying to limit the amount of people that do it. And my counter to that was, you may think you're the best driver in the world, but you're doing damage to the beach.
Yeah.
And then for every one of you who's careful, there's 3 of you who aren't and drive like maniacs.
Yeah.
Well, that's true, but I said, no, there's no but.
Yeah.
That's it. They're destroying.
Well, it's also not just the driving; it's the litter, it's the pollution, it's
yeah. And I said, the government has to fix the beach because of people. Yeah, but they shouldn't do that on my dime. Well, whose dime are they going to do it on?
Wait. They shouldn't do it on my dime.
Right. Because they were saying they should get rid of the park rangers because, the park rangers don't do anything. They do things.
Yeah, they do a lot.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to talk about the maniac who came to work but had to get somebody else to do his job because he lost his voice.
Oh, yeah. Well, he was feeling better this morning. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
He told me yesterday, he's like, I don't know if I'm going to make it to work. I said, well, I can't work overtime because water heater issue, obviously.
Yeah.
And then he came to work. He said he's feeling much better today. So.
Yeah, I mean, they say that flu A that's going around is no joke.
Yeah, that's why I get the flu shot.
Yeah. I mean, Fip got it, and he's still got the flu.
I mean, there's still a chance, right? But
yeah,
they say it's better than not having it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, patient 0 was spreading it around, Jess Stoner.
I don't know who that is.
The nurse practitioner.
Oh, Jess. I thought you said Jeff.
Yeah. No, Jess. Yeah. Yep, she was patient zero.
Wouldn't it be nice to live in a world where people were responsible and made good decisions, like staying home when they're sick?
Well, and especially people in the medical profession.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the other day somebody sneezed, and I was like, "Are you okay?" They're like, "Yeah, I think it's just allergies." And I looked at him. I was like, "That's not allergies." I was like,
It's
"Go home."
February. You're,
Yeah.
what allergies do
Like,
you have in
well,
February?
I mean, I woke up feeling really cruddy and my throat hurts. I was like, "Get out of the office. Go, go." And then, yeah,
Now, the other day at 8 o'clock in the evening at work, I started to feel crappy, but at that point, I'm screwed.
yeah,
There's nothing I can do except go in my office and hide.
yeah,
Right? Like, it's that's like, I'm not calling my boss, like, hey, I gotta go home because I'm sick right now.
right,
That's not kosher. But stay the heck home. You got sick time.
yeah,
Well, you should have sick time at least.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that, and I don't think most of the public understands when the male body gets the flu or a cold or something. I mean, it puts us on death's door.
It's
It
true.
impacts our body so much stronger than anybody else. It's crazy.
Man flu is a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Gosh.
terrible. Well, it's like my wife always laughs at me because I don't get sick but once or twice a year, and when I get sick, it's like bang.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah. 'Cause that's the thing. Our bodies are fighting everything the rest of the
Right.
time. And then
Yeah.
it just takes that one little pause and down we go.
Lets its guard down, and then all of a sudden I'm under
Yeah.
the sheets, covering and shivering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can bring me soup.
Yeah. Bring me soup.
Mhm.
That's all I want
Yeah.
in life.
Yeah. Nice bowl of tomato, or I use a mug of tomato soup. Mm.
Oh man, the older I get, the less I want to have tomato soup. It's just like acidic and not very good.
Yeah, see, I don't like tomatoes, but I like tomato soup.
Weird.
Yeah. A little bit of black pepper cracked into it. Mm.
Hmm. Yeah. I just.
I actually had that Sunday night for dinner. We were like kids. We had grilled cheese and tomato soup.
I mean, sure, grilled cheese is fine.
We used fancy bread.
Ooh,
Yeah.
fancy bread's nice.
Yeah.
I like,
That's like, I got thinking about it today at work. We went out to lunch and I got a wrap. And today at lunch was the first time I've eaten meat since Sunday.
Well,
Yeah.
that's really nice. How's that make you feel?
Yeah, it's great. Had some pasta with Brussels sprouts a couple nights and homemade chickpea shawarma Tuesday night. Yeah, it was good. Made my own shawarma spice.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Chickpea
Yeah.
shawarma. That'd be
I mean, that's the spice blend, right?
no. The shawarma's the balls, right?
Oh, no, we used chickpea. So we coated chickpeas in the
Yeah,
shawarma spice.
that's what usually
Yeah.
shawarma is. It's the little chickpea balls.
Yeah, these were just whole chickpeas that we
Oh,
roasted.
I see.
Yeah.
I understand now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's even better
With
for
a
you. 'Cause
nice cucumber feta. Yeah. Like,
I'm not in for feta.
uh,
Very rarely.
let's say the wrap I got today was a buffalo chicken wrap, and there was a giant chunk of blue cheese in it that I thought was like a piece of chicken or something. Oof.
That's
That was an uptake.
that's a good bite.
Yeah.
I'm still punishing myself by eating the same things every day.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, worried about my macros every day. I pretty much eat the same meal every day.
Yeah.
Just makes
Like
tracking
a
a lot easier.
dog. Yeah, I mean, I guess so, but I would get bored.
I bring on the cube pellet. It's just just here's the thing you eat.
Yeah.
Bring that on.
I mean, if it was a pellet, I don't know. As long as it didn't have like a weird texture or taste or something, I'd be fine. But I think just like eating a slurry every day, I couldn't do it.
If I could figure out a way to get micronutrients into my Greek yogurt, I would just eat Greek yogurt 5 times a day.
Yeah.
And I do put blueberries and stuff in there, but I'm not putting kale in my Greek yogurt yet. I haven't reached that point.
Oof, that doesn't sound good. Hmm.
I
Maybe you
used to,
should blend the kale up.
yeah, no, I can't do smoothies for that very reason.
Oh, really?
That gritty kale ness that comes out of the smoothie.
Yeah.
No, not in for it. Not gonna do it. I used to hate yogurt too, but I still don't like regular yogurt. But I'll eat the Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
That's a good protein source.
Hmm. It is.
Yeah.
Mix a little chia seed into it.
Yeah, so I put my chia seed in my cranberry sauce that then I put in the Greek yogurt.
Is it your
Yeah.
homemade hoity-toity cranberry sauce?
Yes, because canned cranberry sauce is gross.
It's delightful.
It's just
Comes out in a
gelatinous
lovely
goop.
shape, and you can it's got pre-designated lines for you to cut.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
So who gets the big portions then?
The breadwinner.
I bought this cranberry sauce. I get the big end.
Yeah, I spent a whopping 89 cents on this. I get the biggest piece.
Oh man, speaking of, I don't know if you see sorted food, but it was the saddest thing to me. They were doing the thing the other day where it's like they review kitchen gadgets, and this
Yeah.
thing made basically oatmeal. It cracked oats into oatmeal or groats
Okay.
into oatmeal. It was more expensive to buy the unprocessed oats than it was to buy like a box of oatmeal.
Like the Quaker instant
Yeah.
oats. Wow.
Isn't that sad?
That is.
Something wrong, like fundamentally wrong with that.
Well, I think what it is you have to grow your own oats.
Yeah. That feels extreme and hard.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, you can only enjoy oatmeal, like for a month a year, but it's worth it.
Oh, I eat it almost every day.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you did it that way, I guess
No,
if
because
you
you try it.
harvested it and preserved it, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you'd have to have a massive field though.
Yeah, I wonder how much.
Hmm.
How many? How many hectares of
That's
oats
what
do
is
I
a
need?
hectare?
It's eight. It's an eighth of an acre, right?
Is it?
Oh,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. That's my educated guess.
Hectare
I
to
know.
acres. 1 hectare is 2.47 acres.
That doesn't make any sense.
Wow, that's what it is.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I know a hide is as much land as it takes to feed a family.
Hmm.
How much oats would I need to grow
Uh-oh, danger afoot.
oatmeal?
According to most estimates, roughly 1 acre of oats would be sufficient to feed a person for a year, assuming a balanced diet that includes oats as a staple grain. This can vary based on growing conditions, harvest yield, and individual diet needs.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So
Oats are
30.
considered a relatively efficient grain crop, so 1 acre can produce a substantial amount of grain. Hmm.
This is the craziest statement I've ever seen on the internet. Do you enjoy a warm bowl of oatmeal for fruit for breakfast? Then you should be growing oats. All right.
Hmm. Next, then you
Oats
go
are the
out there with
highest
your
in protein.
scythe and harvest them, and
Okay. 36 pounds per bushel.
okay.
1 bushel of raw oats makes about 14 pounds of rolled oats. So you can go 5 bushels on a twelfth of an acre.
Is that a peck? 5 bushels?
No, a peck is isn't that an apple? Like it's a cart,
I don't
right?
know.
I think we've had this conversation before.
We have, I think.
Uh, You can make naked oats, avena nuda.
Hmm.
Uh, you can get the streaker, which is resistant to crown rust.
Hmm. A peck is 8 dry quartz.
There you go. So in the spring and fall, you can plant your oats, and you sow in the fall if you do it in the spring. They don't mind cloudy and rainy weather. That's Delaware right now.
Yeah. It
Uh,
sounds like you need to get ready to sow some oats in about a month and a half.
yeah, they like a pH between 6 and 7.5. Sure.
Okay.
I don't know how to change that.
It depends on if you need to put potash or something else in your soil.
Um,
What is it? Straw brings, yeah, straw or something makes it more acidic, and then potash will obviously make it more basic.
plant seeds 4 to 6 inches apart, rows that are 12 inches apart. Nice and damp, so they need moisture. They like water and in sun.
All right.
Hmm, I might grow some oats on my quarter acre.
Yeah. And you might as well get a goat to eat the weeds and fertilize.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dogs, you're not going to have as much room this year. Daddy's growing oats. I'm going to need to
See
thresh
now,
them and cure
2
them.
years from now, you're going to be at the farmer's market in your bib overalls. Try Uncle Ron's rolled oats.
Yeah. Oh, I can turn the stems into silage for my animals. Dogs, you're getting silage.
Dogs love silage.
I don't know what silage even is.
Is it silage or silage?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question.
Silage is a silage, whatever, fermented feed for livestock made from chopped green plants. Feed cattle and sheep during the dry season or winter when natural pastures are scarce.
Hmm.
Hmm. It's placed in a silo and fermented in an airtight environment.
You
Hmm.
can make a.
Retains more nutrients per acre than hay.
Huh. You
Cattle
can make
enjoy
a
the taste and
Mexican
aroma.
oatmeal bowl. I never would have thought of this.
Well, we know what Ron's dabbling into this year.
Yeah. Oats pancakes?
Oh, yeah.
Garlic oats with eggs?
Ugh.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah. What's like, I know,
Khichdi?
don't they use oats as like a sausage replacement sometimes for meat?
I think they stretch out the sausage, yeah.
Yeah.
Mushroom oats. Oh. I've, I've been just eating regular oatmeal like a sucker.
Yeah. Why don't you just make oatmeal cookies?
Ah, you know, like there's a lot of sugar.
You don't have to put a lot of sugar in them. Just make little oat cakes.
You make Johnny cakes.
You can't make Johnny cakes. But they're fried, aren't they? So, I mean, they're kind of.
Yeah, yeah, like on a griddle, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Look, I
I
got a
can't
lot
wait.
of farming to do.
They do. You need to get a Clydesdale to pull the plow.
I need a plow.
I mean, I'm sure. Don't you? What, you got to plant them by hand like a maniac?
Oh, it's gonna make Atticus do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, tie a little plow or a hoe behind Atticus.
Yeah,
The rows are all zigzaggy. Squirrel runs out and he takes off after it. Your
yeah,
wife's asking, why are there oats growing across the middle of the yard? There's a squirrel, just don't ask.
How
You
bad
can
can
put
it
a
go?
scarecrow up.
Will they eat my oats?
Yeah.
Oh,
Crows might not, but birds will.
I hate birds anyways.
And then you got to watch squirrels because they'll dig the oats up and eat them.
Really?
Yeah.
Now I'm
They're
gonna need like a
opportunistic little guys.
guard dog.
Yeah. Well, the goat will keep the squirrels away.
Oh,
No, I don't know.
what's a? This sounds like a lot of work, or I could just pay my $3 and have oats.
Yeah. But this way, you get the benefit of working for your oats.
Yeah, but I do work for my oats. It's called going to my job.
Yeah. Well, there's your retirement gig. You can grow oats.
Oh, yeah. Or
Or,
not.
yeah.
I can,
It's like
you know.
everybody jokes when somebody retires from the fire department. They either go work for the court system or a funeral home, or whatever. They add the new one, or they grow oats.
No one will see that one coming, especially with me.
No, they won't. Yeah.
Has anybody talked to Wismer? I hear he goes to farmers markets and sells his oats.
God, that would have so many people like, what? What?
Yeah. But I'll make Mexican oats and, you know,
Yeah. Enjoy them.
enjoy them.
So, what's the difference between oatmeal and porridge?
I think oatmeal is made with oats and porridge is made with other things.
Oh, so it's like cream of wheat or something?
And they put like milk in porridge, right?
Porridge versus oatmeal. There's subtle differences. Yeah, porridge is a hot cooked cereal dish made from grains or legumes.
Oh, so it
Oatmeal is
doesn't have to be
specifically
oatmeal.
porridge from oats.
Mm.
So oatmeal, or
Wait, so
so
grits is porridge?
I guess, yeah, yeah, because it's a legume. Okay,
Well, fun fact.
yeah.
There's nothing better than oatmeal
Well,
in the morning.
see, I can't. It's a texture thing.
Yeah, but if you want to start your day off with a nice healthy trip to the bathroom.
Well, I have my honey nut Cheerios on the way to work every morning.
Yeah, you eat them dry like a weird bird.
It's delightful. I've got two specific cups I use. I know exactly how far to fill them, and by the time I get to work, I've eaten my 3/4 of a cup of Honey Nut Cheerios, and I'm ready for the day.
I get to work and cook my oatmeal and sit down because I get there so early and I wait for the maniacs
Yeah.
from C shift to wake up.
Hmm.
And then they disturb me.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's it is funny how they sleep. I'm always up at 6, like clockwork at work.
Oh,
It's,
yeah. Yeah.
you
At
know,
work, I was always, yeah.
you know, especially one time our lieutenant slept in and then asked why we didn't check on him.
In retrospect, it was a sign.
Yeah, a lot of things were
Uh,
signs.
yeah. It's like we're damned if we do, damned if we don't. If we go in there and he's not dead, we woke him up and made him mad. If we go in there and he is dead, well, now we got a dead lieutenant to deal with.
Right, right.
Yeah,
But if we waited for A shift to deal with it, that was really the
exactly.
answer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even
I
know.
remember that. Hey, where's your lieutenant? Oh, I think he's still in the bunk room. Do you want to check on him? Nah, give him another minute.
Yeah, yeah. We literally had that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. Yeah.
he was not well liked.
No. No.
Well, ready to move on to topic 1?
Sure. Topic one.
Topic one, and this is your fault.
Oh God.
What will make or break
Oh.
the new Fantastic Four? What do they have
Uh,
to do to make it good? Because I think they're already screwed up.
uh, I might agree with you on that. Is it Pedro Pascal?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like that's a big miss.
Yeah, he's a delightful guy, but he doesn't need to be everyone. You had
Right.
John Krasinski.
Yeah. Uh, I just, I guess my worry with Pedro Pascal is he tends to play things a bit goofy,
Yeah.
and Reed Richards is not a goofy character to me.
No, no, Reed is very straight laced,
Yeah.
super genius, stretchy man.
Stretchy man. Yeah. Kind of a egotistical jerk.
Yeah.
You know, he's got to be a little
Yeah.
bit smarmy.
Yeah, yeah, he's all about the science, and science comes first. And
Yeah, I didn't watch the trailer
yeah,
because of my rule,
I know.
but I saw the costumes, which I think is also a miss.
Well, evidently, this is like set in the '60s.
Oh, see, I think that might be a real problem.
I think, yeah, that's a big, like, why I'm asking.
Right? Why not? Why not make it the Fantastic Four of now?
Exactly.
Like appeal to the audiences now, because I actually generally genuinely have a soft spot for the Fantastic Four,
Yeah.
like in the comics, but I've not enjoyed any of the movies.
No, the movies have not been good. But yeah, in the comics, I mean, they're the team that God, Tony Stark even turns to for advice and
Yeah,
smarts and things.
yeah, they and they started it all, right? Like they're the first real
Yeah,
team.
yeah, yeah. Spider Man was on the Fantastic
Yeah,
Four for a
yeah,
while
yeah.
when he was
That's where
Bagman.
Spider-Man was originally on the Fantastic Four, right? That's the first Spider-Man experience.
He,
I
I
think
think
also
it was
Punisher.
he was involved in it, but yeah, was Punisher really
I
Fantastic
think
Four?
Punisher was in a Fantastic Four run. Might be wrong. I've been known to be wrong about things. Um,
Da, 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 da. Huh.
appearance.
There's definitely a lot of stuff with the two crossing over, but
I'm sorry, he was originally Amazing Spider-Man 129. But I thought he was in a Fantastic Four pretty early on too.
hey, he probably was.
Maybe. But back to what the question at the time is. What do they have to do to win? Because it seems like the formula is good, right? Like Johnny is a brash douchebag.
Yeah,
Ben is a misunderstood monster. He's got the whole
yeah,
Frankenstein thing going for him.
yeah. Sue
Sue
is
is Sue.
Sue.
And then
Well, no,
Reed.
Sue is deceptively powerful. You're like, oh, Sue, she's just this, oh, she can turn invisible, but she's got a lot more that she can do.
Well, that's my. I mean, that's a question how far they go with the Sue,
Yeah,
powers, because she is initially just kind of invisible, but then she becomes invisible and she can do force fields, right?
yeah, yeah,
But like, I almost want them to skip the origin story. We've seen it 12 times now.
yeah. I would say, if anything, just do like, I don't know, like a brief mention of it, and then maybe like as the characters are interacting with things or something, like they flash back to when it happened or, before it or something like that. But have it
Sure.
focused on their here and now. And then, yeah, little montages or whatever as you go, but not long drawn out things, just short little snippets and focus on whatever it is that they're dealing with now.
Yeah, I don't need it to be the reboot of the reboot of the reboot of the reboot of Fantastic Four,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Now, is this the thing that Robert Downey Jr. is playing Doctor Doom in?
No, that is something else.
Okay,
Yeah,
because you also have to have a
like
good Doctor Doom, and the
I
last
would,
one wasn't
I
good.
would say you don't start with Doctor Doom.
Sure, if you're going to do it,
You
you have to be
like,
good.
yeah, and you tease him at the end or something. Like it was all tied back to him, or whatever. Because if you just start and it's Doctor Doom, and yeah, then it's just okay. Well, they're fighting Doctor Doom again. Build it up like a Thanos thing. Because I mean, Doctor Doom is up there villain wise. I mean, he's got his own country.
Yeah, I mean, he's just,
So
and that
yeah,
was kind of the
build him as
problem.
the overarching kind of thing. And well, I saw in the trailer who one of the villains is. So
Mhm.
yeah.
That was kind of my problem with the last run of the movies. Was the Doctor Doom character was lame.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's like, but this is the like until they go up against the Silver Surfer and Galactica and all that crap.
Yeah.
That's the bad guy, Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah. It's yeah, and I mean, and Doom is a great villain. He's super smart. I mean, eventually I think he gets the Doctor Strange's powers for a bit, becomes the Sorcerer Supreme and something else. So yeah, Doom is Doom.
yeah, Doom is Doom.
Yeah, they have to. Fantastic Four has to have their little robot. What was it, Kirby or whatever?
Oh, I don't know what the
Herbie.
character. I can't remember.
There's that little robot,
I mean, you have to have the the headquarters.
Herbie.
It's that's an important
Oh, the
part.
Baxter Building.
The
Yeah, you
Baxter
got to have the
Building.
Baxter Building.
Yeah, and you know, Reed has to be done well, and that's my word. That's my
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, you see him and you're like, oh, this is going to be this charismatic guy and this and that, and then he opens his mouth and you're like, oh, he is like a robot. He is
Yeah,
just, yeah, total PhD kind of guy, not good at interacting with people and all that. Very, I don't know, like gruff, but kind of aloof, like you said, and yeah, just he's the smartest guy in the room, and he absolutely knows it, and has
he's,
no idea how to talk to a normal person.
he's the smartest guy in the world, right? Like that's his
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Yeah, isn't it because like he can stretch his brain now too, or something?
Well, I think he's originally the smartest guy in the world, right?
Well,
Like
yeah, he was originally like super smart, but I think yeah,
we'll see. I mean, I'm not. I don't want
yeah.
to be.
Well, I mean, you got to have Johnny say "Flame on."
We gotta have Johnny say flame on. I was gonna say the thing that that's
Yeah, yeah. God, that was so funny.
I want them to
Uh,
kind of keep it to itself. Maybe that's why they're doing it from the '60s, so they don't have to do any crossover part.
yeah,
You know,
yeah, but they've, like you said, the Fantastic Four are so influential in the comics overall. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
and they helped Spider-Man beat the Venom symbiote. They,
they
help
start the
the X-Men,
Avengers
the Avengers. Yeah,
basically.
yeah, yeah. Well, isn't it Reed and um, Hank Pym that make Ultron?
Oh, is that true?
I think that's what it was. I don't, because in the comics it definitely wasn't Bruce.
No, yeah. Gets very. I mean, they fight Kang. They do everything. And then they made the movies.
Mm-hmm. Oh, in the comics, Hank Pym, and yeah, but it was somebody else. I know somebody had to help him. Oh no, it was just really Hank Pym. Hmm.
I didn't realize they had canceled the Fantastic Four for a few years.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, they could be really cool or that could be really bad. So I hope that the thing looks like, the thing and not some horrible styrofoam man.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, the thing can, duke it out with the Hulk. You gotta have that
Yeah, there's a lot
strength. And,
they can do, but my question with the '60s thing is like, where do you go with that? Because now you can't interact with any of the current Marvel people.
well, unless there's one of those
Yeah,
wacky
wacky time travel.
time things, yeah. So you gotta have the fantastic car
Yeah,
or the plane, whatever it was.
that's
Got,
the '60s era of everybody had everything was named the Fantastic or the
yeah,
Batmobile,
yeah,
Bat plane, Bat copter, Bat everything.
yeah.
The Reed
I never
Richards
understood
stretching.
why Wonder Woman had an invisible jet, though.
Yeah, well,
Nothing else was invisible.
they got to live on their little secret
Yeah,
island. I don't know.
yeah, yeah. I guess.
You got to have Ben in the trench coat and the fedora.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That you've got to see that at least once. That's classic.
And who's the blind girl? He
Oh yeah, that's right. I want to say Betsy, but that's not it.
That's not her name.
Blind girl likes the thing. Oh God, what could this bring up? uh, let's put Marvel in there. That might help.
Yeah, that would help the thing.
Marvel,
Yeah.
Alicia Masters.
Yeah, yeah, go. Yeah.
It's a blind character. Yeah. Mhm. She falls in love with Ben for his
Yeah, because the whole thing is
personality.
they don't she doesn't touch him until like way late
Yeah.
to figure out that he's the thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, you kind of have to have Reed Richards like deal with Tony Stark's dad.
Yeah. 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 I guess
I don't
that
know.
would be, yeah, Reed
Yeah.
and Howard.
Hmm.
Yeah. And kind of questioning Howard, like, why are you building stuff for the military? And, I mean, you could use your
Well,
mind
Reed's
for,
kind of like part of the establishment, right? Like
yeah.
he's not. He's kind of a guy who builds stuff for the military too. That's kind of the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah. But doesn't he also, like, figure out how to, grow oats for an entire world or something?
Sure. Yeah, yeah. Again, he's the smartest man in the world.
Yeah.
But I'm optimistic. I'll definitely see it. I'm not.
Yeah.
I think I've seen all of them, even if they were bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know that I'll rush out to the theater to see it, but I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
I enjoy Pedro Pascal and things.
yeah. Yeah. I just hope this isn't just shoehorning in,
Yeah.
like big name.
He must have like really signed some really big deal with Disney. But he's in everything they do.
Yeah.
It's like
Yes,
back
it
in
will.
the
I mean,
20s when you used to sign with a studio and you did like
and you're in everything.
yeah, you were just in everything.
Yeah. Next, I mean, with Disney, he's got Mandalorian. Now, Fantastic Four. He was in something else, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But I mean, with HBO Max, he's on The Last of Us.
Yeah, I've seen it. Don't know whether it's good. People say it's good.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not right now. Should not get Max.
Gladiator 2.
Oh God.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either, and all I heard was bad things. And
Yeah.
yeah, Yeah, it's a Ridley Scott movie. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I don't know why Ridley Scott does that. Like, it's a whole other rant. I get on a 3-hour conversation about why Ridley Scott shoehorns historical characters into the wrong story.
Yeah. Wasn't Gladiator 2 just a retelling of Gladiator 1? Pretty
No,
much.
I think it's after Gladiator One.
Oh, yeah. But I'm saying the actual story is pretty much Gladiator 1 again.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Uh, I don't know.
I
I haven't watched it.
yeah,
It'll be one of those that comes to Netflix or whatever. I was like, oh, okay.
yeah, yeah, man. I don't even. I don't even know what streaming services I have anymore. I know I don't have Netflix. Uh, Amazon Prime is an atrocious abomination. It's not worth watching anything on.
It, it has its moments, but yeah. Well,
I was
Invincible's about to come back.
watching a show on Amazon Prime, the
Yeah.
new SAS Rogue Heroes show, which was pretty good. I was enjoying
Okay.
it. I went
Yeah.
to work, and then I come back to work and it says, "Oh, you need to upgrade to MGM Plus now to watch the rest of the
What?
show." I was like,
Oh,
"You,
that's wrong.
yeah." And you got to watch commercials when you watch crap on there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Invincible's coming back. That was good.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Well, ready to move on
Yeah, I
to the
think we've
topic
got
two?
Prime, we've got Max,
Oh, we don't have Max.
Disney, Hulu,
Disney.
Netflix.
We have Disney and ESPN Plus because of Disney.
Yeah.
I think we
Well,
have
see,
Hulu
we have
because of the wife.
Disney and Hulu because of Disney.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I think we have the Disney, Hulu, ESPN
yeah.
bundle.
Every now and again, we'll get Apple TV for like a show and then cancel it.
Yeah, yeah. We did that
So,
for one show and then
yeah.
canceled it. I watched the Greyhound
The
movie and then Ted Lasso.
Greyhound movie?
Yeah, it was the Tom Hanks movie where he's a destroyer captain.
Okay. I thought it was like Dogs or The
No,
Bus. I was like, wait, what?
no. It was a
I was
good
like, wow, you
movie.
watched a documentary
Some
on the bus service Greyhounds.
yes. It was a 2-hour documentary. They just put a film crew on a bus and you watch the bus travel.
Uh, people even take like long bus ride trips anymore?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's
Hmm.
still a pretty big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's, you go get a bus ticket and yeah.
I hope it becomes a bigger thing in this country because
Well, yeah, yeah.
how much a car costs today is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, topic two.
Yeah, let's move on to topic two.
All right.
We're
So,
here.
topic two, I got thinking about this a little bit because it's kind of tangentially associated with it, but Call of Duty now has crazy seasons and stuff, and right now the new one is the Terminator,
Okay.
which yeah, it's just you earn stuff so you can get different skins and weapons and stuff like that. But I got thinking about it, and I think we've kind of talked about this before, but would you get uploaded into a robot so you could pretty much live forever? And if you did, what do you think would be the worst, like, missed sense or missed thing? Because, like, I was watching what's it called? Creature Commandos, and it was the one guy, Dr. Phosphorus, and he was like, yeah, I haven't felt somebody touch me in 15 years. And it's like, God, I never would have thought of that, like as a robot, or something. You're like, you don't feel touch, you don't taste, you don't smell, you just see and hear.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
All of the things you described are just electrical impulses
Yes.
on a long enough time frame, spending enough time, you know, working on it. I think you could get all those senses back as a robot.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
What would I miss the most though?
I think touch would be mine.
Yeah, tactile touch would be
Yeah.
like that would be tough.
Yeah.
Losing like the ability to feel like floating in water, you know,
Yeah.
it's
Or,
just
yeah,
getting snuggled up in a
warm,
blanket.
cold. Yeah. The warmth of the sun.
Yeah, that would be tough.
Although I could go for a walk anytime because stupid wind wouldn't bother me.
But you wouldn't need to go for a run because you're in a robot body.
But you got to keep your servos running.
Hmm.
Isn't that a thing?
I mean, maintenance droids.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine I'm living in a, you know, a volcano secret lair at this point.
But you have to have an army of little like nanobots to take care of you then.
Right. Yeah. Well, I've
Yeah.
got infinite time,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna have those nanobots.
You got Reed Richards to build it for you.
Yeah, I think the
I mean,
touch would be the toughest one.
yeah.
Because like
I mean,
smell, who cares?
uh, yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
lose your sense
Although,
of smell, it's
don't they
like
say that like smell is like one of the most deeply associated sense with like memory and things?
sure, I guess.
But I guess if I got a robot brain, my memory's,
Yeah, I
you
got
know,
infinitely accessible
perfect.
memory, right?
Yeah. Would you
Uh,
have to like back it up and then like,
well,
yeah.
yeah. Well, I can't let my one weak robot shell get destroyed, then I'm dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking over the satellites, baby.
God, the Wi-Fi goes out and you're like, okay, we're back. Okay, thank God.
I feel like you'd be evil without intent
Yeah.
because you would be ultimately pragmatic, and pragmatism appears evil to people,
Yeah, for a
right?
lot of people it does. Yeah.
So that would be a downside.
Yeah. Would you go crazy because you don't sleep?
Do you need sleep, or is it your weak human body needs sleep?
Right. I think it's your body and your brain. Your brain needs time to recharge and process things, but if your brain is a super processor, then I guess you don't need that downtime. Your body doesn't need time to, yeah, rejuvenate and everything.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm. Just drink a can of oil and
I mean, yeah. Would you go crazy, or would just on a long enough time frame, you
yeah,
would just appear crazy because you would, like I said, you'd be so pragmatic about things.
yeah, I guess.
You'd have to be a stoic. You'd have to be.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Because I mean, you're outliving everyone.
yeah,
Yeah. What was that freaky Robin Williams movie?
Millennium Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That
yeah.
was weird.
That was weird, and it ended very weird.
Really weird.
Yeah, yeah,
Was it
yeah,
like the granddaughter or something?
yeah. And he like chose to die as a human. It was weird.
Yeah.
It was weird. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's a weird movie. But yeah, you mean you the time frame. But to think of the good you could do, I would give up my sense of touch as long as I could still read, and I assume you could because you could process information.
Yeah. Yeah. You definitely should be able to read.
Right. You get bored. I think that'd be the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Boredom would
I
be
guess,
the
yeah,
biggest.
boredom would be, yeah, before the craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
you would get to a point where you just only think.
yeah, because I mean, right now, yeah, there's most people 6 to 8 hours a night. You're not doing anything. Your
Yes.
mind is processing things and everything while you're resting, and you're dreaming and doing whatever.
And I would say we only think an hour a day because we spend a lot of time
just
forcing ourselves
doing.
to doing other things,
Yeah.
to not just think,
Yeah.
right? Like you go to the gym for an hour, you go
Right.
to, you got to eat. That takes 2 hours, 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
Go for a walk. That's an hour a day. You
Oh,
just,
wow. 3 hours a day to eat. We both work for a fire department. We can eat
well,
all three meals in about 5 minutes tops.
fair. You got to cook. You got to go to the grocery store. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just more than
Mm.
just,
Yeah.
but you're not like thinking while you're cooking, right?
Right. Yeah.
You don't, you rarely ever sit down and think. Just
God.
spend 24 hours. Let's think about that thought experiment. Like, just take
Oh my
24 hours
gosh.
to do nothing but think.
God, I could figure out what time really means.
you, you could. You could.
God, the other day at lunch, we were talking, and somebody's like, "I saw this thing. Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about time and how it's." I was like, "Stop right there. Stop. Don't watch any more of it. You'll break
Yeah,
yourself." He's like, "Oh, I watched the whole thing. It was very interesting." I was like, "Screw you. No. How did that not break your mind?"
that way leads to madness.
Uh,
But yeah, that's an interesting thought experiment. We've got to figure out a
yeah.
way to like spend 24 hours with no. Maybe you'd have to like go to the woods, right?
Or like one of those isolation chambers.
Oh, that would be maddening.
I mean, it's just you and your thoughts.
Yeah, but the sound, that would be
There's
maddening.
no sound.
That's what I'm saying. That's the maddening
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's just you and your thoughts. Yeah.
Uh,
Hmm. You have the water, like, I don't know, have something that's going to keep you awake the whole time.
true.
It's like slow drip feed. Just aerosolized caffeine.
But I think we could pull this off, right? Like,
Yeah.
we'll take you into the woods. We'll
Okay.
set you up a camp. We'll feed
Okay.
you. We'll water you,
Feed, water. Yeah, yeah. That's
and
what
then
you do for livestock.
we'll leave you in 20. Well, we'll give you silage,
Okay.
and we'll leave you for 24 hours.
No.
For you don't have to
Wait.
do anything.
Do I have a tent?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I have a lantern?
Yes.
Okay. I was about to say, 'cause that's going to be scary at night.
Sure. It's totally safe. We're there guarding you.
Hmm.
But you don't see us because we're in the woods.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's comforting.
Um, but 24 hours of because you're not going to starve to death because
No.
you're not going to starve to death in 24 hours. You're not going to dehydrate and die from 24 hours.
Yeah.
Well, we'll give you water
Okay.
and we'll keep you safe. We'll give you in a
Okay.
tent. It'll be nice and dry,
All right.
but there's nothing.
Yeah.
You just have to think.
What if like a little squirrel runs into the campsite?
Well, you'll be in the tent.
Okay.
We'll keep you isolated in we'll make a bubble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, like a biodome kind of
Yeah,
thing.
like a biodome thing. We'll keep all the spiders
All
out.
right. Oh, thank goodness.
And then we'll just leave you
24
there.
hours. Golly day. It would either be just totally insightful and, like that, or I would be a broken person at the end of it.
Yeah, that's kind of my
I don't
worry.
think there's no in between.
Right, like you're not going to come out of there and be like, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But you're going to come out of there and be like, wow, I've never had
Yeah.
time to like focus on myself like that
Yeah. Yeah.
and be just alone with like, you're never that alone
Yeah.
with your
Maybe that's
thoughts.
how I unlock my Jedi powers.
That's quite possibly. I
Yeah.
still have been practicing mine in the gym. And that has
Yeah.
only worked out one time.
Or it breaks you and you just think you have the powers.
Do you think it would break you though?
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I A 45-minute YouTube video that Neil deGrasse Tyson did on time broke me.
Sure, but you wouldn't have that.
Yeah.
It'd just be you.
Yeah.
And you're free to think whatever you want.
Mm.
Think about whatever.
Yeah.
How long do
I
you
don't
think you
know.
could go?
I mean, I could probably go a day.
I think I could make it a week.
Whew.
I
Total
mean,
isolation.
total isolation. Then we need food and water at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay. We'll say Maslow's,
Right. The
first couple
hierarchy
of needs are
needs.
met. Yeah. Yeah. Food, shelter, security. You got it.
I think I can make it a week.
Yeah.
I think I could go a week without talking to anybody. I think I'd actually, I'd relish it. I think about it all the time now because I used to be able to sit and focus and be quiet, and I've become unable to do that anymore. I think I want that back
Yeah.
because we just have, you have your phone. You're like, oh, and I always like rationalize myself like, oh, I'm looking up. Like today, I was looking up one of the guys who followed Oliver Cromwell during the English Civil Wars. I'm reading his Wikipedia page because whatever, that's what I do. I'm a
Yeah.
nerd. But I was like, oh, rationalize. I'm learning, but I'm not learning. I'm just doom scrolling in a different way. I'm doom scrolling history, right? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still like feeding that itch of looking at my phone or watching TV, which I don't watch TV as much, but I'm watching
Yeah.
YouTube videos or
Yeah.
something. You know,
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
it'd be good for me.
Yeah. In 2016, Albert Woodfox re entered society after spending more than 40 years in isolation.
Yeah, that guy was a nut bar.
Yeah. Yeah. Most of this says it really depends on the individual, but yeah, weeks to months can have a negative impact on mental health
Yeah, I'm not
because
talking
we're social
months,
creatures. Yeah.
but maybe a week
A week.
to just unplug from everything.
Yeah.
Like, when's the last time you put your phone down for a week
True. I don't know.
and didn't have YouTube?
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you this: it's been more than 1,800 days for me because that's how long my Duolingo streak is.
Yeah, judging by yeah, mine's been at least 1,200 days.
Right, so I've at least had
Yeah,
my phone every day for that many days.
God. And then when you think about it, I mean, that's like years. That's almost a decade.
Yeah, no,
No,
it's like 3 years.
3 years. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
I was thinking
working on
weeks, not years.
working on 4. Yeah,
Yeah, or is
but
it really though? Because what's a day? What is a day really?
all right. Don't
Uh,
let's not go down that rabbit hole.
oh, God, why don't we have 13 months?
Well, the Chinese calendar does have 13 months.
Yeah, 13 28-day months. It makes sense.
No, it's 12 28-day months, and every 3 years a 13th month.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
because the way the solar calendar works versus the lunar calendar is it's still 12 28-day months, but you have to add a month to fix the days you miss.
But do you really miss them?
Well,
Oh
yes,
God.
because then all of a sudden, like the summer equinox is happening in
Yeah.
December.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The question really is why don't we have a better lunar calendar?
Yeah.
That's really the question.
Damn werewolves. Oh. There's somebody out there that's a first time listener going, this Chris guy, he's either really on something or he is on something.
Maybe both.
You never know.
Yeah, I kind of want to
Yeah.
unplug.
Yeah. 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 I mean, I mean, people do those, weekend retreats and stuff. Just
But do you?
lock yourself in a cabin for a weekend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We could find you a cabin.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Nice padded walls.
We're taking you to a cabin to isolate, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
There,
Time
there.
is a construct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Crime's a
There's
construct.
no
Yeah.
clocks. Don't worry. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's where you would get screwed up is when you mess with your circadian rhythm too much.
Yeah.
That's when you get real.
Yeah.
Real messed up. Which
Mm.
my circadian rhythm is already screwed up.
Yeah. It's going to take you time to readjust after retirement.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd like to go back to the old way of sleeping, where you sleep, then you wake up for like 2 hours, and then you sleep again.
What? No.
That's the more natural way of sleeping.
Like dogs?
No, no. Like you're up during the day. Like you get up with the sun, you do your
Yeah.
work for that day, and then you go to bed early, and then you wake up around midnight, and you they you would read or do whatever, and then you would go back to bed.
No.
I can't remember what they call it. It's the more natural cycle of sleep.
I like sleepy time.
How did
I enjoy sleep. God, I miss when I was a teenager and I could sleep for like 14 hours.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Now it doesn't matter what time I go to bed. 5:45, I'm up.
Yeah, the medieval habit of two sleeps.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's old. Two sleep Wismer.
Well, you also had to like stoke your fire. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring in the silage.
Bring in the silage. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'll think about this cabin isolation.
Good. I think we should do it.
We. Yeah. Oh, at the end, I would definitely be saying we. We've been in the cabin for 24 hours.
What are
We
24
figured
hours,
out
though?
time. Yeah.
We don't even know what day it is.
Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed listening to this episode on your Zune.
Oh, as we slowly
Yeah.
descend into the pit of madness.
Yes. But yeah, like, subscribe, share.
But
Join the
also don't listen
Discord
to
group.
this because we want you to isolate for 2 weeks.
No. You
No,
just
yeah.
play this on a loop for 24 hours.
Oh, that will
Oof.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. I mean,
Don't
we have
listen.
enough episodes. They can do a long weekend.
Yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Hope you folks aren't isolating. You're getting social interaction, staying away from the flu, and yeah, enjoying yourself.
Yep. And if you're sick, stay the heck home.
Yeah.